In fact, the first thing I had made, I think, was an aluminium frame, which I don't know if anyone saw. I know that Richard and Mason and that saw it, but I'd done the drawing of the frame and didn't have a clue about how to spec any of the materials or the gauges of the material or whatever. So left that pretty much. So I'd drawn up what it was going to look like and the geometry and stuff, and then the guy that actually made the frame put whatever thickness tube he thought would do the job on. And even the dropouts. I think I must have spec'd the width of the dropouts, but thought because steel dropouts at that point were like 1.5 mil or real thin, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I must have gone for a 4 mil aluminium dropout. Thought that would be fine. And then it lasted. Remember the head tube?
Oh, you rode it, yeah?
Yeah, I rode it. I rode it. I know for a fact I rode it at St Albans. The head tube flared out, and I bent pretty much written off the dropout in one session. So that was my first attempt at making a bike.
Did you? So when you drew it on paper or on the computer?
No, on paper.
On paper, yeah.
Yeah. Just like
how did you know how to do that? Or did you just draw out like a shape with measurements and was it that?
I measured everything. So obviously I whatever bike I'd have had at the time, I would have stood it up against a bench in the garage or whatever, measured all the bits, had a protractor thing, would have measured the angles of the seat tube and the head tube, would have got an idea, probably would have tweaked it to what I thought. I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I would probably gone, I'll just do this, this and this, then got the angles, and then just scaled it onto paper, and I used to love doing that.
Wow. What was this, 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that, 14, 15.
Wow, yeah.
So, but I would have been, I remember going on holiday with my parents, so I'm trying to think where it was now. I think it was like Mallorca or something. And they just, my parents just sit by the pool. Holidays were just the worst thing in the world because we didn't do anything. They just want to lay in the sun, and I was just so I remember I just spent the whole week drawing different frames, and I had 5 or 6 different frame options and stuff, all with different, ones with ones just really simple, ones with stands, all sorts of stuff. I spent the whole week doing that. So I'm not sure if that was before or after that. That was probably after this frame, to be fair. That was probably the beginnings of the King frame, I would have said.